Welcome to this video about OLC Innovate 2018 Education Reimagined. I'm Clark Shaw Nelson, and I am the
program co-chair, I think, right?
Program co-chair. There we go, with Ben. Thank you.
Hi.
See, and that's why we're working together right there.
You gotta keep it official, Clark. That's everything we're doing here is strictly official. Hi, everyone. I'm Ben Scragg, and I am also, well, now I forget, a program co-chair for OLC Innovate 2018. We are beyond excited to chat with you all and kind of record some of our thoughts and entice you to join us and submit to our CFP. What should we tell the folks, Clark?
Well, you know, Ben and I took a look at the track names and so on, and the track descriptions first and foremost, and came up with a few twists and turns and some revising on there. And we're pretty excited about the titles and the descriptions of the tracks, and I'm hoping that you will submit your paper, your idea, your innovation, your things that you're working on that are exciting, using the CFP. So I thought we would kind of go through a little bit of the page on the CFP, which is at onlinelearningconsortium.org/attend-2018/innovate/CFP, if you can remember all that. First one, I'll talk a little bit about conversations, not presentations. So you might be familiar with the idea of going to a conference, and sometimes you're kind of sitting there and it's almost like a lecture. You got slides, you got somebody talking. We're trying to make sure that we have at least a good chunk of sessions that are more about conversations, that we're really saying don't bring any slides or bring one slide maximum, and really get into the nitty-gritty of conversations, dialogue, generating ideas, and getting a lot of feedback from participants. So that's really the idea with that type of session, is that they're going to be facilitated conversations over a span of 45 minutes and with minimal slides. The rest of them, I think, are pretty similar. The education session for your standard sort of 45-minute session, your emerging ideas, which are very brief, 10 to 15-minute maximum proposals that are repeated. That's kind of like a poster session, I guess, right? Mm-hmm. Is that what you say? And then the innovation lab. You want to talk a little more about that?
These have been some of my favorite sessions at the conference. One, kind of because of where they take place in the innovation lab space, which is an amazing space that we'll talk a little bit about. But also because they are, again, another type of really engaged learning that happens where it's kind of the application. So if you kind of demonstrate some sort of unique pedagogy that you want others to experience or to work through, or you really have kind of a methodology you want to demonstrate, this is a really great place to kind of to bring that. So last year we had all different kinds of sessions, but some of them were really cool, where people kind of drove through, let's say, the design methodology or design thinking processes. There were building sessions where people got hands-on with Legos and did modeling. There were all kinds of sessions that were really focused on, you know, start with a discussion, introduce your topic, and then have some sort of demonstration or hands-on ability to, you know, get into a piece of technology and let people manipulate that and play with that for themselves, or create some kind of innovation. So yeah, and just to share a little bit of our thinking around these tracks, we really, we made some distinctions, I think admittedly up front, that you might have a presentation that you could easily see fitting in 2 or 3 of these tracks, and that's okay. That's kind of the point. I think for purposes of organization, we wanted to have kind of make some distinctions, even if they, you know, they might seem in some ways like we were just kind of drawing a line between 2 things that might otherwise fit together. For example, toys, tools, and technology, and then there's one on teaching and learning innovation. And as we've kind of had in our discussions behind the scenes, those things really fit hand in hand a lot of the time. What we found last year is that a bulk of submissions wound up in a track just about teaching and learning, when there were really lots of other kind of components to explore. And so both for kind of wayfinding purposes, for conference attendees looking for parsing out themes and session descriptions, but also for our reviewers, we've kind of split some of these out. So just a kind of preliminary note, we totally want you to submit your proposals, and as you kind of get in here and say, well, I'm not sure if it fits here, if it fits here, use your best judgment, and be assured that there are human beings behind this process who really want to find good proposals and a really amazing program for people. And if you have questions about those things, you can always reach out to us. So in a perfect world, this would be a stress-free submission process, and you can find a track that fits kind of where you want to go. But yeah, we're really excited to see the kind of proposals that come in, and hopefully you can see from the tracks that we've submitted, these are the kind of track topics that are really in line with the opportunities, the challenges, the innovations that we're seeing in higher ed. So yeah, we definitely want you to submit. Would love to see what you propose.
What more is there to say? Except for the deadline, which is October 11th. Oh my goodness. Man, that's coming up fast.
That's coming up very fast.
Wow.